Welcome back, everyone. How you doing? It's another sampler instrument. I have recently taken a trip to Tunisia, and whilst browsing a Medina, a market, for those of you who don't know, in Tunisia, in Sousse, around surrounding areas, I came across this little shop that did some interesting instruments, and I came across this pipe or whistle. Some would term it a bit of both. And I saw it and I thought, what a great idea. I think I might try and make an instrument out of this, a sampler instrument, and see how it sounds. I wasn't able to kind of blow the pipe in the shop, but you can kind of see from the structure it's devised quite well, and actually quite surprised once I did get it back to the hotel and had a few puffs and blows on it. It sounded quite good. It's there. So yeah, once back in the UK, here I am, and this is going to be an attempt to kind of make a sampler instrument out of it. I don't know how to play one of these. I've done a little bit of investigation, and I've kind of found where to put my fingers to create the notes in a chromatic scale and across 2 octaves. But essentially what I want to do is I'm intending to kind of try and make an instrument out of it, as raw as it is, the recordings as raw as it is, but I also the intention is to put it from a guitar pedals and some effects processing and see what we can get out of it. See if we can make a really cool synth or pad, or something lead maybe. Have a little bit of fun running through the pedals and see what comes out, but trying to retain the core elements of the pipe sound. So yeah, this is an attempt at it. You can kind of hear if I blow some notes. Like I say, I'm no pipe player. Anybody, I might be doing this wrong, so absolutely in the comments correct me if I am wrong. I probably am. But yeah. There's some interesting sounds out of it. I quite like it tonally. Obviously missing some notes, but yeah, you can. I'm trying to figure out whether I should go for hard blasts of notes, which I might record first. That type of notes, or the more longer, softer notes, in all the finger combinations. I'm talking like this. I know it. I don't know how to play a pipe, but obviously no notation. So yeah, it's going to be a suck it and see trial and error. I'm just going to record a load of notes. I'm going to put a tuner on whilst I'm recording, so I can see what notes are coming up as I'm blasting them. So that'll be helpful. And yeah, let's go for it. Let's start to record some notes. So let's do it. There we go. That's the hard notes. I'm going to try now going through a whole load of the soft ones, with the directions and the note maps, where to place my fingers on this, that I found on the wise old internet. So yeah, let's try some soft ones. I'll start with my fingers on all of the notes, and we'll kind of just go through. Here we go. Let's do some more recording. Got that wrong straight away. Hold for about 5 seconds, I reckon, each note. There we go. I got quite a lot out of that. I'm going to now start some editing. Okay, first up then, we're going to render out some noise, because as normal I will do some noise reduction in RX. So yeah, just rendering out the noise profile now. We don't need that any longer. And then onto the notes. So I'm going to kind of pitch correct all these recorded notes. These are the long notes. I've decided to use these long notes actually. So just doing some transient location at the moment. Analysing here. And here we can see they're a little bit off centre pitch wise, a lot of these notes. So I'm just going to do the whole lot and pitch correct them so they're perfect pitch. Obviously really useful. I'm going to render this down now so all the pitch perfects are a new tuned stereo file. And there we go. I'm going to split all these up. So strip silence, let's do that. All these settings are good to go. And let's just check the ends and also the beginning of the files. So now just checking the tuning on all these notes, making sure I've named them right. And this is going to be for the initial Kontakt sampler itself, just the raw pipe files. There we are. So I've already loaded these files in and batch mapped them. Alright, because they're note named, they will automatically, under the batch processing, go to the correct keys. And the lowest note I've also taken down, so I wanted a lot more pitch range. And the top note, as you can see, the G sharp, I've taken that up a few more semitones as well to give me a little bit more range. Alright, so then I have programmed the notes MIDI wise into the DAW logic here. You can hear the very lowest one there, range wise, because I do want to get as much of a range of notes passing through my guitar pedals as possible. Yeah, so these notes have got a space between them. Long enough so that when I'm playing them through my guitar pedals, I catch the delays before the next note plays. So I've got a specific delay time of around 10 to 15 seconds between each note. Alright, so that's the initial Kontakt instrument made. Now we're going to head over to my pedals over in the corner of the studio. Take that routing out of Logic via my Apollo X8, out the patch bay, into some pedals, and start to play about with some of the settings on the pedals and see what we can come up with. Let's have a play. Here we go. So mainly in this routing I'm using the Strymon timeline. And a Julia chorus effect, as well as the Strymon Night Sky, which is on the other side of the studio. You don't actually see it here, but it is patched through on the patch bay. So I'm just having a play now, really, just trying to find some sounds that work, or something that'll work. And this part is the fun part. It's all about experimenting and trying to find something that does work and adds a bit of interest. Maybe it will become a lead sound, maybe it will become a pad sound. Yeah, who knows? This is where it comes to the fore. Just playing with the delay times here. Really interesting tones coming out here, but I still think there's a bit further to go. Okay, so I've settled on something I like. Let's move on. So I've recorded all the notes now through the pedals. Let's now start editing them, getting them ready to put into my new Kontakt instrument, of which I'm going to be making the full interface for, doing all the scripting, applying all the knobs and the parameters on the knobs, the effects, additional effects I want to add to the instrument. Yeah, but we've got to start by editing all of the notes I've just recorded through the pedals. Let's do that now. Here we go. So I've cut all the notes up already, speeding through note naming again. So I just did the strip silence once again, and then but lengthened. So I've caught the tails as well, which are the delay tails, because strip silence does actually take all the delay tails off. So yeah, but strip silence is great for editing the notes straight away. And I'm just trying out some tuning now, make sure it's correct, and I've named them correctly. Yep, I have. So let's export the files. All the settings are fine. I want to do them by region name and custom as well, so that the Kontakt sees them correctly for note mapping. So just choosing my export location. Now we're exporting. Great, all done. And here are the finished notes, all note named. Okay, all done. Now for making the Kontakt instrument. Quick whip through on this. If you want to see this in more detail, please go and look at my ice organ video, link in the description below. That's a really detailed look at how I do this. This is just a quick short video, of course, of how I've put this together, but quick little run through. I'm going to zip through it, but you'll see what I'm doing. All right, here we go. Okay, so yeah, imported these notes already, all mapped, all batch mapped correctly, and also you can see the wave editor. I've not done any loops on this time around. I've not looped the audio file. They are as is. Moving on to the effects, I've got a low pass, high pass filter. I've got a compressor, which I'm going to not use. It's just going to tame the audio files. I've got some saturation, chorus, flare I'm using as well for a phaser effect, and the rotator as well, with some sends to a reverb, which you can hear there now. So this is ready to go. Really quite happy with the way this is built. Yeah, over to the interface next. Lovely, lovely tones coming off of that. It's turned into a pad. Alright, so I've built the interface very much the same as beforehand. See the ice organ video, lots of scripting, and obviously controls straight to those key parameters on those back end effects. So I'll just turn everything down so you can have a hear. So this is the actual recording from the pedals with a volume control. So these are the raw pedal recordings you're hearing now. Just low pass, high pass. Just getting them set right. There you go. That's the pedal sound. Now with some reverb. Beautiful, comes alive. Some saturation. Oh, that's tasty. When you hold the notes, there's actually a rise that comes in after from the pedals. I love it, it's really good. So some chorus. All very subtle, these controls. You can hear some subtle phasing there. Rotator. One of my favourite effects in Kontakt. And if we change the release and the attack times, you can get some really short, lovely notes, which sound like the pipe, the original pipe. And that's what I wanted to do, is retain the pipe. Hence I've called it Tunis Space Pipe, because it still does sound like a pipe. And the pipe was picked up on the outskirts of Tunis. But alter those attack and release functions on these filters and you've got some beautiful tonal pad sounds. I'm so looking forward to putting this into some of my own productions. It's really quite emotional. Yeah, very happy with that. So, there it is, guys. I've taken this quite simple Tunisian pipe and made something really interesting out of it. And I hope you can get some satisfaction out of it yourselves. It'd be really good to also hear some of the actual instrument itself featured in some of your songs. Always good to hear those. Some of you have sent those to me before in the past, and really great stuff. Use it, abuse it, have fun with it, and keep on coming back to this channel for more of these really cool little videos of me kind of making sampler instruments. I love it. I love recording stuff. It's really good fun. Anything I hear, anything I kind of get inspired by is really good to kind of make an instrument out of. And I'm open to suggestions as well. So if there's anything that you guys have ideas on, you think, oh, that'll make a cool instrument, Si, go for it. Send me some suggestions. I'd be more than happy to. So until next time, stay safe, take care, see you soon. Bye.